Hello everyone, this video is for grade 9th, day 26, chapter 4, and the topic is linear equation in two variable. In this video, we are going to solve the linear equation graphically, which is given in the form of statement. So first we have to solve the statement and write it in the form of equation, and then we have to represent that equation graphically. So this is the first question. A taxi charges rupees 20 for the first kilometer and rupee 20 per kilometer for the subsequent distance covered. Taking the total distance covered as x kilometer and the fare as y, write a linear equation depicting the relation between x and y, and also draw the graph between x and y. Now let's frame the equation first, as it is given that for the first kilometer it charges rupees 20. So that I have written the distance, total distance is x, and let this be the first kilometer. So the left out distance will be how much? X minus 1, because the total is x, 1 is used, then the left out is x minus 1. And for the left out distance, it is charging rupees 12 per kilometer. Therefore, the equation is 12 into x minus 1. As y means the total fare, therefore, I can write y, the total fare, equal to fare for the first kilometer plus fare for the rest of the kilometer. Right? So this is the equation. If you remove the bracket, you will get the equation in form of this. Now I have y equals to 8 plus 12x. Now the same question I have solved in two ways. In the same question, it is also given that from graph find the value of the fare for 8 kilometer and 20 kilometer. Graphically I have to find. See, a very important tip I am going to share with you. Whenever you get question to plot the equation graphically, you can use any solution. As you know that the linear equation has infinite number of solutions, so you can put any values of x randomly and you can find the value of y and you can plot. But the moment you get that from graph you have to find the value of different quantity, then in that case you have to be very careful with the scaling part. That you have to choose wisely. Why? This will clear from this particular question. As you can see that this question has three part actually. First I have to write it in the form of equation. After that I have to plot it, and from the graph I have to find the value for 8 kilometer and 20 kilometer. Now the first what I'll do, the question is 8 kilometer and 20 kilometer. First in rough I'll find the value of the fare for 20 and 8 kilometer. That is 248 and 104. Suppose if I have not done this directly, what I am doing, I'm the beginner. What I am doing is that directly I am trying to plot it. So this already I have done, as you can see from here. This is my Cartesian plane. This is my x and x dash axis. This is my origin, and this is my y dash and y axis, right? Now over here on, as you can see that the scaling part, this x scale, each division. Now before I move to the scaling part, let me clarify one thing. Suppose if I'm plotting something over here, I can, this is my x and this is my y axis. I can take this as 2 and this as 4. There is no harm in it. But if I'm taking this x as 2, then everywhere I have to take a gap of 2. I cannot take this as 2 and then 6 and then 8. Because here the gap will be 4 and here the gap is 2 again. So I cannot take. But with a gap of 2 you can take. That is 2, 4, 6 and 8. And here also everywhere on the y I have to take a gap of 4 only. That is 4, 8, 12. Likewise, I cannot take 4, then 5 and then 12. That I cannot take. So the gap should be equal. It's not necessary that the gap of x and y should be equal, right? Also, if you're taking that, write the scaling part as x-axis equals to 1 large block equals to 2 unit, and for y-axis 1 large block equals to 4 unit. In the last video, what we were doing is that we were just writing scaling one large block equals to 1 unit or 2 unit. Why? Because in those questions the gap were same for x and y, both the axes, but over here the gaps are different, so that's why you have to write the scaling part separately. Right, now moving ahead, let's come back to the same question. So here the scaling part is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So one large block equals to 2 kilometer, and on the scale one large block equals to ₹4. Now this is a table which I have prepared from this given equation. For different values of x, I got different values of y. The first point is -1 and -4. So as you can see that this is, if this is my 2, entire one block is 2, so half of it will be my -1, and then I'll move towards -4. So this is my -4, so here it is meeting, so this is my -1 and -4. I have circled that and I have written the coordinates as well. The next point is 0 and 8. So this is my 0 and this is my 8. So 0 and 8 I have plotted. The next point is 1 and 20. As you can see over here is that this is my 0, this is my 2, so half of it will be 1. So this is my 1 and this is my 20. So this is my 1 and 20. And the next point is after that -2 and -16. So this is my -2. Now I'm searching for -16. So here both will meet. So this point is -2 and -16. And at last I have to find 2 and 32. So this is my 2 and 32. I'll get it here. So this is my 2 and 32. So these are my points. So once you get all the points with scale, just join all the points with scale and draw the line. So once you'll draw the line, this is the line which shows the equation y equals to 8 plus 12x. So this is how you have to draw. Now after drawing it, what you have to do is that you have to find the value for 8 kilometers and 20 kilometers. So this is my 8. So from 8, if I draw a perpendicular line, so it's not meeting this line on this graph sheet. As you can see that this is a converging this is a converging line, right? This will converge. So somewhere definitely if I'll extend it, it will meet, but not on the graph sheet. That I cannot show over here. That's why this method is wrong. So in exam, you have to be very careful while taking the scaling part. From the calculation, this you have to do in rough, not in the fair notebook. From calculation, 248, 104 should be there on your y-axis. Only then you can meet the criteria. But here I have till 56 only. I don't have 248 and 104 on my y-axis. That's why even after drawing the line for the given equation, my question will be wrong, because graphically I cannot find the value of the fare for x equals to 8 kilometer and 20 kilometer. I cannot find graphically. So this is incomplete. So this is a wrong way. Now let's move to the right way. Let's see what is the right way to solve the same question. So as you can see that here I have again solved the same question. This is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, and this is my origin. Here again I am taking this one large block equals to 5 unit and this one large block equals to 20 unit. So different scaling you can take, but at the same time you have to be very careful. You have to write it that x-axis is for distance. As you can see here I have written distance in kilometer, that you have to write, and one large division equals to 5 kilometer. Also y-axis is fare. As you can see here I have written fare in rupee, because unit also you have to write, and one large division equals to ₹20. So I have written this. So if you are taking unequal scaling, different scaling, you need to mention that for both the axes. So similarly, as you can see that here I have got few coordinates of x and y. So I'll plot it one by one. So 1 and 20. As you can see that here I have plotted all the points. that is 1 and 20, then 5 and 68, then my 10 and 120, then 15 and 188. 188. Now what about 88? What about 68 or 88? How do I know that this is 68? Now this is 60, this is 70, right? This is 60 and this is 70. This is 80. So the midpoint will be how much? 70. So this is 60, this is 70, and in between there are how many divisions? 5 divisions, right? Can you see now? This is 60, this is 70. So between 60 and 70, how many small divisions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can say that if I have to plot 68, then this can be 62, 64, 66, 68. So this is my 68, right? So because why? Because between 60 to 70 the gap is 10, and between 60 to 70 how many divisions are there? There are 5 divisions. So 5 2s are 10. That means this one block means 2 unit. So over here this is my 62, then 64, then 66, then 68, then 70, again 72, 74, 76, 78 and 80. Likewise I'll plot. So similarly I have done the same for the rest of the rest of the numbers, and likewise I have plotted, right? 188 likewise. After that plotting, I have joined all the points with the scale. With the help of scale, I have joined all the points, and it should be a straight line. So this is how I have joined it, and after joining it, what I have done, that I have to find graphically the value of the fare for 8 kilometer and 20 kilometers. So whenever we have to do that, what we are supposed to do, from 8 I'll draw a perpendicular line, and that should be a dotted one, because this is not we require, this is a virtual one. And let's see where it meets the given line, the line which we have drawn. So here it is meeting. From here again I'll draw a perpendicular line which will meet the y-axis. So here it is meeting the y-axis at 104. Therefore this is the required answer. Again for the 20 also we are going to do the same. From 20 again we are going to draw a perpendicular line, and it is meeting the line y equals to 8 plus 12x over here. And from here again I am going to draw a perpendicular line which meets the y-axis at 248. Now how do we know that this is 248? Because sometimes it's become difficult to calculate. That's why I always calculate this thing in rough wherever I have to find the value graphically, because this really helps me a lot to plot and to choose my scaling part. So this is the tip for today's video. So always calculate this for this first, but that should be in rough, right? So this is 248. So from graph also I got the same. That means my graph is absolutely right. So this is a way to plot the question on the graph sheet. Let's see the second question, which is, there are two scales for measuring the temperature of a liquid, namely Kelvin and Fahrenheit. The relation between the two scales is given as F equals to 9 by 5, K minus 273 plus 32. Draw the graph. Also, I have to find graphically the values for F equals to 95 degree, what is the value of K, and also for K equals to 300, what is the value of F. So only if I have to plot the graph, only I can choose any random values, because in the previous question as you saw that this was also right, because I have got the graph of y equals to 8 plus 12x. Definitely this is right, but I was not able to find the value of the fare for 8 and 12. That's why this process was wrong. So here also I have to find the different values graphically. So definitely first of all I'll do the rough work. For 95 degree the value of K is 300, and for 300K the value of F is 80 degree Fahrenheit, which means that this 80 and 95 should be there on the graph sheet, and this 308 and this 300 should be there on my graph sheet. So I have to choose those points likewise such that both the points should be there on the graph sheet. So as you can see that this I have already drawn the Cartesian plane. This is my x-axis, this is my origin, this is my y-axis. Now as you can see that here I am this is 0, this is my temperature in Fahrenheit. One block equals to 5 degree Fahrenheit, and this is my temperature in Kelvin. Two blocks, here 2 blocks I am taking as 10 Kelvin. So I'm just trying to explain you in every question. I'm just trying to explain you using different ways of taking scaling, so that you should be pro in taking scalings and the concept of scaling should be clear to you. So here in the previous question I took 1 block equals to 5 unit or 1 unit or 10 unit. Here I am taking 2 blocks equals to 10 units, right? And as you can see, there is a glitch over here. Why? Because actually this is my origin and here we are starting with 270. So to show a continuity, we are using this glitch, that it is a continuous process, and in continuation with that we are starting with this. So as you can see that here, because as I said that if you have to plot a graph, then I cannot write 0, then again 100 and then 10. So the gap of 0, the first block is 100 and then 10. So this is a wrong way. So to fill up that gap, I have used a glitch over here, right? Because this in scaling, all the division of blocks should be same. Now one by one we will represent all the points and we'll see what value we are getting. The first is 273 and 32. So this is my, now how to plot 273? This is my 270, this is my 280. So definitely this is going to be my 275. Now I have to find 273. So this is my 275 and this is my 270. The gap is 10. So definitely the 2 block is 271, 272 and this is my 273. So the sixth small division is going to be the 273, right? And 273 I have to plot 32. So where I have 32, this is my 30, this is my 35. Again 10 division, isn't it? And the gap is 5. So 10 by 5, which means 2 block is 1 unit. So 31, 32, 33. Again 33 is going to be here. So here I am plotting 33 and 273. So here I am plotting, this is my 273 is here and 33 is somewhere here, right? So this is my 273 if I have to plot that. So this is my, so this is my point, this is my point. You have to be very careful while plotting the points, because this is my 273 as you can see, and this is my 6. So this is my first point. After that the next point is which you have to plot for the Kelvin scale is, just a second, I need to see that. Okay, so the next point you have is 283. So I'll be plotting 283. This is 280, this is 290, this is 285. Again 283 will be here, and the next is 50, isn't it? 50. So I'll just draw a perpendicular line over here, and where do I have 50? This is my 50, isn't it? So this is my 50 and this is my, so it will lie here. This is my 50, and the next point is, this is my 283. Okay, and the next is 293. So this is 290, this is 295. So definitely 293 will be here, and 293 with the 68. So again I have to proceed with this, and 68, this is 65, 68 will lie here. So this is my 68, and this is my 293 and 68, and the last one is 77 and 298. So 290, that was my 293. Now 298. So 298 will be here, and I have to plot 77, isn't it? So 77, 75, this is my 75, 76, 77. So it will lie here. So this is my 75. If you can see this, So this is my 75. Yeah. So once you have plotted, and that should be a 298. So 298 is here, not there. Yeah, this is my point. So once you have drawn all the points, you need to join it with freehand. Because this is the 75 and this is the point is, this point is, sorry, this point, because I have plotted the wrong point. So now I'll just circle all the points. Here I am circle, or here I have circled all the points. This is my point A with coordinate coordinate 273 and 32. This is my point B with coordinate 283 and 50. This is my point C with coordinate 293 and 68, and this is my point D with coordinate 298 and 77. So this is my 75. Okay, so these are the points. Now from the graph I have to find the value for 95 degrees Celsius, isn't it? So I'll just extend this graph further so that I can find the value, but while extending you need to be very careful that you are joining on a straight line. So for the value of 95 I have to find. So let's see, as you can see that for 95 I have to find the value. So let's see, from 95 I'll draw a perpendicular line which will meet the graph over here, and let's see where it is meeting my x-axis. So I'll draw it using a dotted line. So it is meeting somewhere here, so I can write it as 308, which is required. And after that also, so I can say that for f equals to 95, k equals to 308, which I have already calculated earlier, right? That's why I said that do the calculation, because that's really going to help you. And this is the graph of the equation f equals to 9 by 5, k minus 273 plus 32. So that also I have to write. Second thing, I need to find the value for k is given, which is 300. I have to find the value of f, right? So k is given, so from here I'll draw a perpendicular line. So it is meeting at for 300 I am getting this. So for 300 it is meeting at 80. So that also I'll write. For k equals to 300, f equals to 80. So this is the solution of the graph which I have drawn. Based on today's class, I'm going to give you few assignment questions which you're supposed to solve. So you can note down the question. I'll be sharing the same in the description part. I hope you have subscribed the channel, and in case of any doubt you can write your views in the comment box. Thank you everyone and take care.